you started?
There is always a method to madness.
You are from Chennai, right?
Yeah.
But why Trichy?
So at that time, I was working for Siemens. So I quit Siemens and then I moved here.
Here we can get lots of very good talents.
Exactly.
To be honest, I never want to be an entrepreneur.
Build something, right? So I think that was the aha moment. I consider myself as a pseudo entrepreneur. You build something, so that is your main goal. So that is your motivation. And then that you break it down into task and do.
So, can you bit elaborate on how you started? From GTRE, from MIT, then GTRE, then Siemens, then Modelon. So, when actually you are from Chennai, right?
Yeah.
But why Trichy, and when you start? You said why Trichy already, but what pushed you? Because it might be Coimbatore or even Salem or Madurai. So why Trichy, and when you started?
Yeah. So I would say there is always a method to madness. So basically, for someone to move to an unknown city is always thought of as a madness. But I had some method. So I made a matrix of various cities within Tamil Nadu. So one thing is I want my kids to grow up in Tamil Nadu. So I chose Tamil Nadu, and then within Tamil Nadu, government itself said for IT and ITES, what are all the various cities we had, software technology parks. So I listed out all the cities, and I had my own ways of adding some sort of criterias, and I rated them. So what turned out was Trichy was the most unexplored place with a lot of potential. So that is why I ended up choosing Trichy. And exactly 2015 is when I moved here. So at that time I was working for Siemens. So I quit Siemens and then I moved here just to take the plunge.
Understand. So it's really amazing that you have chosen Trichy, because here Trichy, you all might know, it's an arts and science hub and it's a tourist hub. But really, it's because I also run a company here, right? So it's a very good engineering hub as well.
Exactly.
As so much of you persons are not aware, but it's minimal compared to other tier 2 around Tamil Nadu. But here we can get lots of very good talents.
Exactly.
We have a real-time experience right in front of me, and to start a business or whatever thing, from doing some work and doing business, you should have an aha moment, right?
Yes.
Okay, because it's not about money.
Yeah, okay, definitely.
So what was that?
Yes. I always had this urge of, I think both of us, right? We always want to build something, right? So I think that was the aha moment. I wanted to build something. Otherwise, when you work for a company, it is always, task oriented. A task is given to you, you finish the task. Here, it is not that way. You build something, so that is your main goal. So that is your motivation. And then that you break it down into task and do. So basically you have to straddle between an entrepreneur and a manager.
Yeah.
But still I would say building something was the motivating factor for me. Yeah.
So, but for me, to be honest, I never want to be an entrepreneur. I want something. I might have told you earlier. Most of the people know it was the thirst in me, and it was something from my earlier employer. I want to show something in front of me. That was the fire which I started in the company. So, is there something like that? But you have done what you've been doing before, right? So, is there anything like that?
So, before that, I would like to clarify something. I really consider you as a real entrepreneur, and I consider myself as a pseudo entrepreneur.
Okay.
Because what I did was I used my skills to attract someone to start something in India and in the place of my choice, right? So that is what I have done, and I take pride in that. But at the same time, what you do is completely different. You, start something up from scratch. So for me, the key thing is to convince someone with clear arguments and with a working prototype, convince them to invest. Whereas in your case, it is like you bootstrap, you grow to some stage, right? So it is more organic, and I'm always looking at that side and I'm getting inspired.
That's great also.